It was supposed to happen only once, a secret night they both swore to forget. But when he whispered one time only, neither of them knew how impossible that promise would be. Because once you cross the line between wanting and having, there's no turning back. Her best friend's brother, forbidden, irresistible, and everything she was never meant to touch. Now, every look hides a secret, every breath burns with guilt, and every last time becomes the next. Hey story lovers, please like and comment in Swept in Secrets comment section. I still remember the way he said it that night, his voice low, almost breaking, his breath warm against my skin. Just one time, okay? One time only. It was supposed to end there. But how do you walk away when something you've wanted for so long finally happens, and it feels like it was meant to? My name's Ava Mitchell, and this is the story I've never told anyone. Not even my best friend, Lila, because the man in this story was her brother. His name is Jack Turner. He was the kind of guy every girl noticed, but no one really had. Broad shoulders, calm confidence, and that maddening smirk that made you wonder what secrets he kept behind it. He was 2 years older than Lila and me. I met him when I was 16 and never really forgot him. Years later, when I moved back to our hometown after college, Lila invited me to stay with her for a few weeks while I found an apartment. I didn't expect Jack to be living there temporarily too, helping their parents with the family property. The first night I saw him again, it felt like no time had passed. He'd changed, taller, more rugged, the kind of man whose presence filled a room even when he wasn't trying. When our eyes met in the kitchen, I froze mid-sentence. He just smiled faintly and said, "You've grown up, Ava." And just like that, I was 17 again, trying not to blush every time he looked at me. But this time was different. We weren't kids. We were adults sharing the same house. The air between us wasn't innocent anymore. It was electric. Every night, I'd hear his footsteps in the hallway. Sometimes he'd stop outside my door for a moment, and I'd hold my breath, praying he'd knock, knowing he never would. Then one Friday evening, everything changed. Lila had gone away for the weekend with her boyfriend, leaving just Jack and me at home. It was raining hard, the kind of night where thunder sounds like your heartbeat. I was in the living room, curled under a blanket, pretending to watch TV when the power went out. A flash of lightning lit up the room, and there he was, standing at the doorway, shirt damp from the rain. "You okay?" he asked, his voice deep and quiet. I nodded, trying not to look too long at how his shirt clung to his chest. Just waiting for the lights to come back. He stepped closer, his shadow crossing mine. "You scared?" "Maybe a little." He chuckled softly. "Still the same, Ava." I don't know what came over me, but I whispered, "You make it sound like that's a bad thing." His eyes met mine, steady, unreadable. And in that moment, the silence between us said everything. When the thunder cracked again, I flinched. He reached out without thinking, fingers brushing my wrist. That single touch set my whole body on fire. I didn't pull away. He didn't either. For a long second, we just looked at each other. Then he stepped back slightly, shaking his head like he was fighting himself. "Ava," he murmured, voice strained, "we can't." But I could see the truth in his eyes. He wanted to. So did I. Later that night, I couldn't sleep. I heard him moving around downstairs, so I went to the kitchen for water. The lights were still off, just the moonlight through the window. He was there, leaning against the counter, shirt gone, a towel slung over his shoulder. "Couldn't sleep?" he asked. "Not really." He turned toward me slowly, and the way he looked at me, I forgot how to breathe. I tried to say something, anything, but all that came out was a shaky, "Jack." He closed the distance in 2 steps. "Ava," he said softly, "if I do this, it's one time. One time only." I nodded. I didn't care. I just needed that one time to know how it felt to be wanted by him. He moved closer, so close I could feel his breath. The rain outside grew louder, like it was covering our sin. When his hand brushed the side of my face, My heart raced so hard it hurt. His thumb traced the corner of my lips, and the moment felt suspended in air, like time itself had stopped. Then he kissed me. It wasn't soft or careful. It was years of tension and longing breaking all at once. I didn't even realize I'd dropped the glass until it shattered at our feet. We didn't care. Everything that happened after that was a blur of whispers, hands, and the sound of rain. He said it would be one time, but when the morning came, he didn't leave my room. Neither of us said a word. For days afterward, we pretended nothing had happened. Lila came back, all smiles and stories, and I played along, acting like I wasn't hiding a storm inside me. But Jack couldn't hide as well. His eyes gave him away every time we crossed paths. One night, he found me on the porch after everyone had gone to bed. We said one time, I whispered, even before he spoke. I know, he said, but I can't stop thinking about it. Neither could I. That night it happened again. And again after that. Each time he'd promise it was the last. Each time, we both knew it was a lie. It wasn't just desire anymore. It was something deeper, scarier. We started stealing moments, a touch when no one was looking, a brush of his fingers as he passed me in the kitchen. Every second risked everything, my friendship with Lila, our reputations, our sanity. But every time I tried to stop, he'd find me, and I'd melt all over again. Then one morning, Lila knocked on my door with a smile. Guess what? Jack's moving out next week. My heart sank. When I saw him that night, he avoided my eyes. It's better this way, he said quietly. Is it? I asked, voice trembling. He didn't answer, just leaned down, kissed my forehead, and whispered, You'll forget me, Ava. But I didn't. Weeks passed. I moved into my new apartment, tried to focus on work, pretended my heart wasn't missing something it shouldn't have ever touched. Then one night I got a text. Jack, I'm outside. When I opened the door, there he was, same intense eyes, same unspoken hunger. I tried, he said. I really did. But I can't stop thinking about you. I should have said no. I should have closed the door. Instead, I let him in. This time there were no words, no promises, no guilt, just pure, desperate need. When it was over, he looked at me with that same half smile and whispered, One time only, right? We both laughed. We knew it was never going to be just once. Because when something feels that real, that dangerous, once is never enough.